This video review is brought to you by BigBadToyStore.com. BigBadToyStore.com, your #1 source for toys.
What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at the Contruct-Bots Dinobot Grimlock. It's a smaller box, one you're going to find on the pegs. So let's open them up and take a look. So we've got all the pieces laid out before us. We're just going to go ahead and assemble him pretty quickly. He comes together very, very fast. So the directions do start off with the legs, or the dino legs. So just put him together quickly. Now, you may remember that I went ahead and put together all of these Contruct-Bots earlier last year, and it really kind of fell off for me because they all kind of got boring, to be honest. But with the Dinobots coming out, I've got renewed interest in them simply because they're giant Lego-esque dinosaurs. I mean, how can you not love this concept? And I've already made more progress with these than I have with some of the Creons that I used to own, or still do own. These guys are weird, or this set is kind of strange. I know a lot of people give us reviewers flack for talking about the plastic quality to these figures, but especially this golden plastic just feels a lot softer than I expected it to. It's kind of weird. It's very weird. It's not kind of weird. It doesn't feel as sturdy as I was expected to. Now the figure does come with these two arms, and each of the arms does peg in over here. And there's a gimmick here for his Tyranno biting ability and this gear here, which will show in his Dino mode in a few minutes. This is probably the only hard part, is just getting these gears together. So we got the whole torso section formed up. Gonna go ahead and drop the head on, and then move on to the rest of the body. So we got these two, we got hands, and then we got lower arms. So hands get plugged into the bigger units, like so. And then these guys get pegged in up here. And then I would bet you that these get pegged in on the sides here, like so. Yep, so pretty much, if you're a fan of Contruct-Bots, pretty much standard operating procedure here. So attach the legs. But these balls are much softer rubber than I remember them being. That's probably just me. And there we go. Now, when I was doing some assembly, I did make some minor mistakes. First off, the Tyranno little arms should actually be plugged into the shoulders, and the feet were backwards. I just had them backwards. But overall, I like the little robot mode we've got going here, but little really isn't the word for it, because here he is next to a deluxe class figure, specifically Generations Armada Starscream. This guy isn't tiny, and he's cheaper than the deluxe class, so yeah, go figure. Posability is exactly what you think it's going to be. Head is on a ball joint, shoulders ball joints in the elbows and the wrists and the hips and the knees and in the ankles. Though the figure is a bit top heavy thanks to this giant Tyrannosaurus backpack of his, and he does wobble around a little bit, but nothing that really gets in the way enough that you really have to be worried. Everything holds together really well. Even when you pop it off, it just goes right back on really quickly. So I do greatly appreciate that. And that's one of the hallmarks of the Contruct-Bots line. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Pretty cool robot mode that he can even bite you in robot mode. So transformation for this guy is pretty easy, actually. Well, easy when you keep all the joints on, I should say. So, start off with is remove the sword, flip the feet around, like so. Take the arms and turn them so that the gold parts are pointing out and the or the palms are pointing in. And every time I move something, I end up popping a ball joint. Story of my life. Take the arms here, and I like to just pop them off of his shoulders. We'll reattach them to the actual dino head later. So I really screwed up in putting him together. Yeah, I did. So you're supposed to keep the arms pegged into the dino part back here, and while they're pegged in, then these sections peg into place like that. So it just kind of sits on this giant dinosaur backpack. Then you bring the T-Rex mode forward, like so. That's what you're supposed to do. Then bring it forward and then bring it down like this. That is what you're supposed to do, not what I did. So don't do what I did. Next, turning the figure around in the back, we're going to bring the arms up, and this little peg here will snap into the dino body like that. Then we fold the figure down at the knees, bringing the legs forward and popping bits off here and there. And then there's a section back here that we can attach the tail, like that. And then I like to fold the hands in. That's just a personal preference. There we go. Like a lot of the other Grimlock figures, the Dino mode suffers a little bit, but I'm okay with this simply because it's a Construct-Bot. It's supposed to do something like this. I don't expect a super high-end figure. He does have chomping gimmick, thanks to the wheel here, which very, very cool. I like that a lot. But otherwise, it's just a solid Constructs figure, or Construct-Bot figure, or Construct-Bots figure. Man, I cannot pronounce the name of this toy line for the life of me. Overall, I like Construct-Bots Grimlock. I think it's actually a pretty cool little set. It's definitely not perfect by any means. The Dino mode is definitely the weaker of the two, in my opinion, but it's still a lot of fun and worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of Construct-Bots. So guys, as usual, I've been baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.